Alright, so this is a 2006 Chevy Impala with a 3.9 V6. I'm going to show you guys how to do the spark plugs, wires, and pretty much that's it. She's doing a small tune-up today. So I'm just going to take off this cap. Actually, you got to take off this whole thing. There you go. Just pops out, put this cover back on so nothing falls inside the engine. Go. Next thing we're going to do is remove the spark plug wire. We're also going to do the wire, so we're going to do one wire and one spark plug at a time. So remove this boot. I just turn it to try to break it free, any seals. And then, nope. Let's see if I can pull her off. There we go. One wire. And now the spark plug. Alright, so now we're going to do the spark plug, which is a 5/8. I'm going to just break it free. Break it free. There we go. One. The magnet on my spark plug socket is pretty much trash, so I have to just pull it out. She got some good AC Delco plugs there. Add a tad bit of anti-seize. Not too much, just a tad bit, like that. And then now we're gonna put this inside the vehicle. Now we're gonna put the spark plug inside the engine. I don't know if you can see the hole or the housing for the spark plug. You start by hand. I'm gonna tighten this down. This gets torqued to about 11 foot-pounds. Just make sure it's tight and make sure you do not over torque. There you go. Alright, now we have that torqued down. We're going to take our wire, move it from the ignition coil, and now we take our spark plug wire. We're going to place it inside the ignition coil, press down until it clicks, and then of course you're going to feed the wire through these clips here. And it goes right back on the spark plug until it clicks. And do the same thing to these two, and I'll show you guys how to do the back ones after. Okay, once you've done that, make sure you push these clips back in, and then now you got half of the job done. Then next, we just got to take off these two engine mounts, pull the engine forward so we can get to the back spark plugs. And you also have to remove this intake that goes to your brake booster. Alright, so let's remove these two bolts, well, 4 bolts. Okay, they're all 15. It's the first one. Thread this back in. Here's the second one. See if I could. Yep, here we go. Let's pull these out and just thread that back. Okay, and then next you just move the engine mount out of the way, like so. And this way you can actually check the condition of your engine mounts. They don't seem too bad. They seem okay. Alright. That's good. Alright. Now I'm gonna take my ratchet strap and just try to get as tight as I can by hand. Hook this on the engine. Now let me loosen her up. Now let's ratchet her. Got to hook to the bumper of my vehicle. Still got some space. Let's see if I go a little bit more. Alright, I think we might stop right here. I got enough to actually get better access back here. Now we actually ratchet this engine forward some. Alright, now we can see our back spark plugs. If you look right past the alternator, you can see the first cylinder. And then we got more back. And then there's the other spark plugs. I'll show you how I get to them. Alright, so I'm gonna just pull this wire out because we're replacing it. Okay. Here's a wire. Shortest one. Which is right there. Throw this one out. And now we're gonna remove the spark plug. Alright, let's get on the spark plug. Here we go. Now we're gonna loosen her up. I'll get my ratchet on her. Probably need to swivel her a bit. Or just come from up top. Okay. Let's break her loose. Okay, might be to do it by hand now. Yep. Okay. Now I'm gonna need my magnet. Spark plug. Here we go. Here's a new one. Old one. Same. Now we gotta start the threads. On this one. Let's see if I can at least get her in here. Okay. Start the threads by hand. Go. Let's get a ratchet. Put this wire on. The spark plug, I know you guys can't see anything, but I'm trying. Where's the spark plug at? Okay. Make sure you hear it click. Okay, here we go. And now place this wire on the ignition coil. Do the same thing to the other two, and I'll pretty much show you guys when we're done. After you do the back three, just make sure all of these ignition or spark plug wires are pushed in the ignition coil. And then now we're going to take our boot that goes from the brake booster and plug it back into the intake manifold. This is our ratchet strap, not strip. Okay. And then just pull this off. Next is our engine mount bolts. There we go. And tie down these 15s. Same thing over here. Got it, girl. Put on. Alright, once you're done with the motor mount bolts, just double check everything, make sure it's tight. Don't have too much play. Don't have any problems. And then now we'll start the car. Key at. All right, and now let's start the vehicle. All right, now let's take it for a test drive. Okay, put it in drive. Really what I'm looking for in this test drive is any misses in driving, especially any check engine light codes. See how it performs. There is a problem when you mash the gas pedal, it would show immediately. It was pretty good. Let's see if I could do this. I can't. Alright guys, always remember, for better, faster service, quick fix here. See you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.